Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into something absolutely fundamental to life as we know it, biomolecules. You might have heard these terms thrown around in biology class, but trust me, understanding them isn't just for scientists. It's for anyone curious about how our bodies, and indeed all living things, actually work. Think of it this way. If a house needs bricks, wood, and pipes to stand, then every living organism from the smallest bacterium to the largest whale needs these special molecular bricks to function. We're talking about the 4 grand classes of biomolecules that form the very fabric of life. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a crystal clear understanding of why these molecules are so crucial and how they intricately work together to keep us all going. Let's kick things off with a big concept. Macromolecules. What exactly are they? Well, the macro part gives you a hint. They're large. These aren't just any old molecules. They are complex, giant molecules essential for life. They are built from smaller, simpler repeating units. Think of a long pearl necklace. Each individual pearl is a small unit. But when you link thousands of them together, you get a beautiful, intricate necklace, a macromolecule. These macromolecules are the workhorses of the cell, carrying out a vast array of functions from storing energy to building structures to transmitting genetic information. Without them, life just wouldn't be possible. They're basically the main components of a cell, performing the structural and functional duties that keep everything running smoothly. This brings us to a really important distinction: monomers versus polymers. These two terms are absolutely key to understanding how macromolecules are built. Let's go back to our pearl necklace analogy. Each single pearl in that necklace, that's a monomer. It's a small individual building block. Now, when you string a whole bunch of those pearls together, creating the long chain, that entire chain is a polymer. The word poly means many, so a polymer is simply a large molecule made up of many repeating monomer units. So, in the context of biomolecules, our macromolecules are often polymers, and they're constructed from their specific monomer counterparts. This process of linking monomers together to form polymers is incredibly efficient and allows for a huge diversity, complex structures from just a few basic building blocks. Imagine trying to build a Lego castle. The individual Lego bricks are your monomers, and the magnificent castle you construct from them is your polymer. This simple yet elegant system is fundamental to how life creates its incredible complexity and diversity. It's like nature's ultimate construction kit, allowing for endless combinations and specialized functions, all from a manageable set of fundamental pieces. All right, with those foundational concepts in mind, macromolecules, monomers, and polymers, let's finally introduce the stars of our show, the 4 main biomolecules. These are carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. Each one has a unique structure and a specialized role, but it's how they all collaborate and interact that truly sustains life. Think of them as the ultimate molecular dream team, each member indispensable and working in perfect harmony. First up, let's talk about carbohydrates. You probably know them best as your body's primary source of energy. Sugars and starches are prime examples. Their monomer units are simple sugars, or monosaccharides, like glucose. When you link many glucose molecules together, you get complex carbohydrates like starch or cellulose. Starch is how plants store energy, and cellulose is what makes up plant cell walls, giving them structure. For us, carbohydrates are like quick-burning fuel for our cells. When you eat a banana, your body breaks down its carbohydrates into glucose, which is then used by your cells for everything from thinking to running. They're essential for powering all our metabolic processes and providing immediate energy. Without them, we'd be running on fumes pretty quickly. Next, we have lipids. These are often called fats, but that's an oversimplification because lipids encompass a much broader group, including oils, waxes, and steroids. Unlike the other biomolecules, lipids aren't true polymers in the same way. But they're still large molecules with critical functions. They are primarily known for energy storage. Think about fat stored in your body. This is a much denser and longer-term energy reserve than carbohydrates, but lipids do so much more. They form the main component of cell membranes, creating the protective barrier around every single cell in your body. Without a properly functioning cell membrane, a cell simply can't exist. They also act as hormones, sending vital signals throughout your body and provide insulation to keep us warm. So, while carbohydrates are your immediate fuel, lipids are your long-term battery pack and your body's essential structural boundaries. Then we come to proteins, and oh boy, where do we even begin with proteins? These are arguably the most versatile and hardworking biomolecules of them all. Their monomers are amino acids, and there are 20 different kinds that can be linked in countless combinations to form incredibly diverse protein structures. Think of proteins as the ultimate multitaskers. They build and repair tissues like the collagen in your skin or the keratin in your hair. They act as enzymes, which are biological catalysts that speed up nearly all chemical reactions in your body. From digesting food to synthesizing DNA, they transport substances like hemoglobin carrying oxygen in your blood. They provide structural support, fight off infections as antibodies, and even facilitate movement in your muscles. Essentially, if something needs to get done in a cell, a protein is probably involved. They are the molecular machines that make everything happen. Finally, we have nucleic acids. These are the biomolecules that carry and transmit genetic information. Their monomer units are nucleotides, which consist of a sugar, a phosphate group, and a nitrogenous base. The two main types of nucleic acids are DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA, ribonucleic acid. DNA is the blueprint of life, containing all the instructions for building and operating an organism. It's stored safely within the nucleus of our cells. RNA acts as the messenger, carrying copies of these instructions out to the protein-making machinery of the cell. Without nucleic acids, there would be no way to store or pass on genetic information, meaning no inheritance, no reproduction, and ultimately, no continuation of life. They are the master controllers, dictating what proteins get made and when, thus orchestrating the entire cellular symphony. So, how do these four biomolecules work together to sustain life? It's a beautiful, intricate dance. Imagine your body as a high-tech factory. Carbohydrates provide the quick energy to power the machines and workers. Lipids are the long-term fuel storage, the insulation for the building and the walls themselves, defining the factory's boundaries. Proteins are the actual machines, the assembly lines, the quality control team, and the specialized tools carrying out all the tasks. And nucleic acids. They are the master plan, the instruction manual, and the management team, dictating what machines get built, what products get made, and how the entire operation runs. Every single process in your body, from breathing to thinking, from growing to healing, relies on the seamless cooperation of these four biomolecules. They are constantly interacting, transforming, and being built and broken down in a dynamic living system. If one class of biomolecule is missing or isn't functioning correctly, the entire system can be thrown into disarray. That's why a balanced diet, which provides the building blocks for all these essential molecules, is so incredibly important for our health and well-being. Understanding these biomolecules isn't just about memorizing terms. It's about appreciating the incredible complexity and elegance of life itself. It gives you a deeper insight into how your body works, why certain nutrients are essential, and how every living organism on this planet is fundamentally connected by these universal molecular principles. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the biomolecules of life. I hope you found this explanation clear and insightful. If you learned something new today, please hit that like button. Share this video with anyone who's curious about biology. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more fascinating science content. Your support means the world. We'll see you in the next one.